guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and I wanted to do a quick video, just some movie pickups I had got rather recently. This one has a little bit of a story behind it, but I'll try to make it brief. So I got Eraserhead from my mom's best friend's husband. Him and I used to trade movies back and forth a lot. His name was Steve. We hadn't talked that much recent in the past few years. I think with having my son and everything, I've just been very busy. But we kept in touch from time to time. And he has a huge movie collection. He passed away, it's got to be 5 months ago maybe now. And his wife, who I'm also friends with, obviously my mom's best friend, gave me a ton of his movies, like in bags. Just she started bringing over movies. And every time, she saw my parents. And she said, sell them, keep them, trade them, do whatever you want. Some of like the more common stuff I ended up just bringing to the store and trading in. Some of the stuff I traded with friends or gave to friends. And then one of the ones that I kept was Eraserhead. This is one that I've always kind of been on the fence with. I sort of like it. I sort of don't. I didn't really want to pay to have it on Blu-ray. It's a David Lynch film, so it's got that weird artsiness to it. It's about the main character having a baby and the baby being deformed, and he's hallucinating and seeing all this crazy shit. And David Lynch always says it's his most personal film. So I think his daughter was born with some kind of condition years ago. So either way, it's an interesting film. I didn't really want to, again, pay for it because I'm not that big of a fan of it, but I did want it in my collection again. So it was very nice of Steve's wife to bring this over to me because this was one I wanted. So it always reminded me of my friend Steve. Another movie that I got, I was at the flea market and I'm going through this guy I know, his booth of all of his movies, and I give him stuff sometimes and he gives me stuff, and I pick up this and I'm like, I've never heard of this. It's put out by the Asylum, who you may know for making a lot of those mockbuster movies. And like when the Road Warrior came out, they would do a movie called The Road Wars. So Equinox Knox. I'm like, this looks like a little cheesy horror film. I'll probably love it. So I bought it for $1. It's not a horror movie. It's a comedy in the vein of Vice Versa or Big. This girl from high school turns into a boy, and then she becomes a superior football player, and her friend starts trying to sleep with her. It's like very weird, very slapsticky, but not funny. I'll probably do a review on this. So that was an interesting one that I had never seen before, so I knew I kind of had to pick it up. I don't know if I'm going to keep it necessarily. While at the flea market, I was leaving, and I said to this guy, I want to take one more look at your movies, a different guy. I want to look at your movies one more time. There's this one I always watch, and I find it so dull and boring. And he goes, which one? I said, Life Force. It's by the same guy that did Texas Chainsaw, which I love. And Tobe Hooper has done a bunch of other films I enjoy, like the one with the alligator and Toolbox Murders. That remake was good. He just does cool films. But this one I find so boring. And he goes, it was really boring, huh? And I go, yeah. He goes, you could have it. I said, you don't want me to buy it? He goes, nah, don't worry about it. I'll bore you for that night. Don't worry, you could have it. You watch it again, let me know what you think. So kind of him. So I picked up free Life Force, which is one of the only Tobe Hooper movies, that I didn't own. And I intend on rewatching it and trying to pay attention for the 2-hour runtime. And then finally, I had a coupon on Mercari. So I got this for $3. It was one I always kind of wanted, but I didn't want to like spend a lot on. Uncle Sam on Blu-ray. There is now a 4K UHD of this. This is put out by Blue Underground. This is a cheesy little movie about I think it's a Vietnam veteran that comes back from the dead as like a zombie Uncle Sam and starts to kill people. It's really goofy. It's a William Lustig movie. He owns Blue Underground. William Lustig also did Maniac. And did he do the Maniac cop movies? I think he did. So, glad to have this in my collection, and I look forward to rewatching because I really don't remember too much of it. I just remember it being kind of cheesy. So yeah, I got a lot of weird stuff this time around. Let me know, guys, if you've seen any of these, what you think of them. And if you haven't seen them, and they sound interesting and you track them down, let me know. Thanks, guys, for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.